Now, plaintiff states that he later received, so there's the bombshell, he later received a surprisingly unexpected call from the secretary of the third defendant informing him that his admission was an error and therefore invalid. Hello guys, welcome back. Yes, once again I'm Alexander Nyanko. Kindly do well to subscribe to this channel. If today is your first time visiting this channel, you can just call me SRC. Now today's content is going to be about a visually impaired man who has actually sued KNUST. Now I first saw this on GH1 TV on the 31st of August 2024. Now they say a visually impaired PhD applicant, Isaac Enimba, has sued KNUST for withdrawing his application twice, citing discrimination and neglect. And so I was able to get an article on Ghana Web, and I'm going to read what actually happened. So if this is a sort of content you really want to listen, I would actually entreat that you do subscribe if you are yet to, also like, and then feel free to go to the comment section and do comment. All right guys, so let's get into the story. Let's find out why this blind man or this blind PhD applicant is suing KNUST. It's actually very interesting. I've read it, and guys, it's very interesting because what you will discover is the fact that this particular PhD applicant claims he has already done his master's on KNUST campus, and now he has applied for PhD. He has gotten it, but then when he's actually getting ready to begin, he receives a strange call telling him that no, we are sorry, the application we carry give you, no, there was an error, and your man say we error that, and he's not getting an explanation to the way your man bought. So guys, let's get into the story. This is a very interesting story. All right guys, so as I said, it's from Ghana Web, and I'm going to read. So Isaac Enimba, a visually impaired PhD applicant whose admission was withdrawn twice by the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology, has sued the university for discrimination and neglecting its admission processes. So his suspicion of unfairness is fueled by the fact that he acquitted himself creditably while he pursued a Master of Science in Disability and Rehabilitation Studies under the same faculty at the same university. Now, Isaac states in a writ filed at a high court in Kumasi that he has been compelled to appeal to the courts to come to his defense following a series of letters written by his lawyers seeking explanation for the grounds of revocation of his admission to no avail. Now, it indicates plaintiff states that his lawyer wrote several letters to the defendant demanding grounds. So the defendant here is KNUST, defendant demanding grounds for the revocation of his admission letter, but defendants have willfully failed to respond to the same. Now, plaintiff believes that the revocation of his offer of admission is unjust, and unless his honorable court intervenes, he will be denied admission and suffer unjust treatment from the defendant. Plaintiff states that the list of admitted students as published on the website of the fourth defendant includes his name, and in fact, plaintiff's name. Now, Isaac, who has consequently lost a scholarship package from his sponsors, is seeking a number of reliefs, including a cost of 1 million Ghana cedis for the distressing situation he has been subjected to. So the visually impaired man, aside taking KNUST to court, is also seeking 1 million Ghana cedis for KNUST just stressing him out. Okay, let's continue. Stressing situation he has been subjected to, as well as the loss of an opportunity to pursue his academic goals. Represented by Roseford Advocate, his lawyer Karutos Tete is citing discrimination and neglect with breaches to the Persons with Disability Act 2006 and Act 715, among others. Now, Isaac Enimba, who is himself an educationist and a professional teacher, you see, this visually impaired man is a professional teacher at the Nkwantakese Methodist Junior High School, is further questioning the commitment of the university to the Salamanca Statement on Inclusive Education and Goal 4 of the Sustainable Development Goals, which ensures inclusive and equitable quality education. Now, the background. So Isaac, who applied to pursue a PhD in public health for the 2023-2024 academic year, recounts having received official admission letters from the offices of the registrar and the dean of the School of Public Health, with further instructions on medicals, fee paying, and an invitation to attend an interview session, and subsequent to another letter giving him the green light to attend student orientation. Interesting. So now, apart from being issued officially signed admission letters, it means that the PhD, they've given him admission already. Now, So apart from being issued officially signed admission letters that bore Isaac's picture and full admission details on the letterheads of KNUST, the university published on its website a joint list of all students admitted to PhD studies for the 2023-2024 academic year and a separate list specifically for admission to the Department of Public Health, both capturing Isaac Inimba's name. So it means that, after the university had given him admission, there were also names that were displayed, and he was there everywhere. Now, according to a writ filed at a high court in Kumasi, Isaac received a letter from the third defendant on November 13, 2023, instructing him not to attend the interview with no valid reason given. So you know that before you be selected for PhD, you need to go for interview. So he received a letter. Okay. Now the plaintiff states that on December 22nd, 2023, he subsequently received a letter of admission instructing him to pursue the program. He acknowledged the same and received a message from KNUST acknowledging receipt of his acceptance of the admission letter. Now plaintiff states that he later received, so this is the bombshell, he later received a surprisingly unexpected call from the secretary of the third defendant informing him that his admission was an error and therefore invalid. The writ added. So that is the issue, right? That the plaintiff states that he later received a surprisingly unexpected call from the secretary of the third defendant informing him that his admission was an error and therefore invalid. The writ added. Now, the writ underscores revoking an admission offer to the plaintiff without any stated reasons, justification, or grounds raise concerns of discrimination based on his disability. It further points out a Ghanaian citizen with visual impairment seeking to pursue a PhD with a defendant should not be met by these unfortunate events, but rather should be provided with an enabling environment and support to encourage other persons with disabilities to defy all odds to achieve their dreams. So basically this is the whole issue, right? So this visually impaired man got admitted as a PhD applicant, but then later he received a surprising call, and he later received a call from the secretary saying that no, his admission was an error and he did not really receive any particular or special reason, and so he believes that no, this can't happen to him, so he's going to actually sue the school. Now these are the things the visually impaired man is demanding. Number one, a declaration that defendants have been negligent in handling plaintiff's application. Number two, a declaration that defendants have failed to exercise due diligence in handling plaintiff's application. Number three, an order for compensation of 1 million Ghana cedis to be paid to the plaintiff for negligence with legal cost. Any order the Honorable Court may deem fit. So these are some of the relief items the visually impaired man is seeking for. Guys, what do you also think about this issue? Because I've seen a tweet from the former KNUST SRC president, Samuel Sessa. Let me read what he said. Okay, so this is what Samuel Sessa said. He's actually an optometrist. So as an optometrist, I know that visual impairment is not a limitation on one's potential. With the right support and resources, individuals like Bar can excel and make valuable contributions to their fields. Now, the court's decision in this case will set a precedent for disability rights in Ghana, and I hope KNUST will take this opportunity to lead by example and demonstrate its commitment to inclusive education. Guys, what do you also have to say about this? In fact, we are going to follow this news. We are going to see how the court case will end and what is going to happen. You can go to the comment section and let me know what you also have to say. All right, guys, so that will be the content for today, and guys, till we meet again, it's bye for now.